I am officially 1 year postpartum. Yay! I cannot believe I'm even saying that. I'm officially 1 year postpartum and I'm done breastfeeding after a year of breastfeeding, which I cannot even believe I got to a year. Honestly, like, woo, it was a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. There was a roller coaster of emotions and pressure and just so much. Like, there was so, oh man, it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot. But I'm happy that I'm on the other side. Now my baby just loves milk. Like, he loves milk. Okay, he loves milk. So, sir, stick to the whole milk. Anyways, if this is your first time here, welcome to Conversation with Friends. This podcast is exactly what it sounds like. It's real conversations around womanhood, motherhood, and reinventing yourself in real time. Today's episode, I asked Claude to ask me questions after a full year postpartum and breastfeeding, so that way I could answer on this episode. And she did her big one. The best thing that I did was I tried not to read the question beforehand, so that way I could answer them in real time, and just so that way you can get like my real response and truly how I felt. So let's start from the beginning. She says 1 year postpartum, the real year one. When people ask you how's motherhood, what do you actually want to say versus what do you actually say? When people ask me, I always say it's going great, it's beautiful, it's going merry, great, wonderful, you know, like beautiful, the best thing that's happened to me. What I really want to say is that's really what I want to say. Next question is, what did you think 1 year postpartum will feel like, and what does it actually feel like? I genuinely thought 1 year postpartum, I was just going to be like, boop, like there will be a magic wand and I'll be back to myself, like immediately. As much as I've watched so many videos that said it takes longer sometimes, I still was like, you know what? My case is going to be different. My case is going to be different. I'm going to be the one that people are, you know, like when you hear on the news, like, oh, this animal never caught this person but one time. I was like, I'm going to be that one person, like that one person that's like the anomaly, like, it never happens, but it happened to her. So yes, I thought I was going to like have a full on reset and whatever, but no, that is not the case. Okay. But one thing that it's teaching me, and one thing that postpartum has really taught me, I'm not going to lie, is being patient. Like, you are forced to be patient, and there's nothing you can do, because there's nothing you can do to force your body to get back to itself or your hormones to balance out without patience. Like it gonna take time. And I had to learn patience, and I also learned to give myself grace as well, because I felt like I wasn't giving myself grace in the beginning, and at some point I was like, you need to give yourself grace because you're doing the best that you can, you're showing up the best way that you can, and you're a good mother, your child is fed. Listen, you are breastfeeding that child girl, you were doing a lot. And so I had to like learn patience and grace for sure. Next question. Was there a moment this year where you thought, nobody told me it would be like this? Yes, absolutely. I definitely felt like, especially in the beginning, I definitely felt like, oh my God, this is actually harder than it looks, because I think that we really do romanticize pregnancies and childbirth and all of this, when the reality is that this is literally life or death. Like, this is like life or death. This is not some merry. No, like, women are actually putting their lives on the line. But not just that, also, it's like after you give birth too, like, you're literally in survival mode. For me, after I was just in survival mode. I was having a conversation with my doctor, and we're talking about the first 6 weeks of me giving birth. And I told her, I don't even remember that. I don't remember those 6 weeks, because I was in so much survival mode that it's like, it's just all a blur. I remember the pain. I remember the struggles. I remember the feeling. I kept on saying to myself, I do not want to ever have this feeling ever again. And it just, I was like, oof. Yeah. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And I don't think it gets easier, right? I think you just kind of learn what works, and then you put systems in place and processes in place to help you. I don't think it gets easier for anybody. It's just, you just kind of grow with what's happening, and you kind of learn from like the things that you're doing. You kind of learn from like observation and things like that. That's what I think. The body stuff nobody says out loud. How has your relationship with your body shifted this year? Not just physically, but emotionally. Like I said before, I think I've become more patient with myself, because in the beginning I wanted to just bounce back. I wanted to just like get myself back, get my body back, get my, like, you know what I mean? Just get in the groove of things. But I had to learn that your body is healing, and that's going to take time. But in the beginning, I mean, it was very frustrating because I wanted to physically feel good. And especially for me, I had a 23 centimeter fibroid, and that fibroid was the size of another new baby. So imagine when you're moving around, people are looking at you, wait, didn't she just give birth? Why does she look like she's pregnant again? And they were not saying that to me, but I was saying that to myself in my head, and I was making up these lines and these things that people were saying or what they were assuming about me. And so that really, really messed with me a little bit. And the moment I finally was like, you know what, Jubilee, you're doing the best you can. You created a whole human being. Like, listen, give yourself grace. When I finally kind of started to like accept, like, okay, be patient. The fibers are going to go. Eventually you're going to feel better, you know. And as I saw other moms talking about it as well, which is why I think that it's so important to talk about these things so that way there's people who can learn. There's people who understand, like, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Even though when they told me there was light at the end of the tunnel, I did not believe. But that's not the point of this. And that's one of the reasons why I created this platform, Conversation with Friends, because I want us to just talk about the hard things, the things that we're struggling with, you know, so that way we're able to like just share our experiences and other people can learn as well. You just completed a full year of breastfeeding. What did that actually take from you and what did it give you? It definitely took a lot. It took a mental toll on me. There was a time I remember having like a huge dip where I was just like, oh my God. And that was the moment when I should have quit, honestly, but I did not. And it's not because I want to be like, oh yeah, I did not quit, but maybe a little bit. But it definitely took a toll on me mentally because I kept on having like all these dips and I was just like going into like these places. Like I would have like anxiety and depression. My therapist definitely helped me through this season of postpartum for sure. Like this first year of postpartum, my therapist definitely helped me a lot. And then my friends as well. My friends really, really showed up for me. My friends really, really were here for me. And I'm never going to take that away. Like the way that they showed up for me and the way that they did things for me and the way that I was supported. I was truly, truly, truly supported. And I do not take that for granted. Be honest, did you feel pressure to bounce back? And where was that pressure really coming from? Oh yeah, like I said, definitely felt the pressure to bounce back from nobody. It was all in my head because nobody was saying you need to bounce back. I was the one who was making up all these things in my head, like, oh, you need to bounce back, you need to get yourself back, you need to do all of these things. Nobody was asking me. Nobody even cared about bouncing back. Most people were just excited that the baby was here and they were happy that the baby was here and they wanted to see him every time. They wanted to call on FaceTime and see him. They wanted to share pictures. They wanted all the things. But yeah. What's something you believed about motherhood before having Ocean that you now think is completely wrong? In the beginning, one of the things that I believed truly, even before becoming a mother, because for the longest time, I personally did not want to be a mother, right? And this is like such a new decision for me, being a mother. And so one of the things that I thought was like, it was going to take away so much from me. I'm not going to be able to chase my dreams. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I want. But when I tell you, it lit a fire in my behind. Yes, it lit a fire in my ass because when I tell you I am now like, I want more, I want to do more. I feel right now like I can accomplish all of my goals. Like, yes, I can conquer that. I can conquer this. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. Truly, that's how I feel. I really do feel that. So motherhood is definitely igniting a fire within me and it's making me want to pursue my passions even more, making me want to pursue my goals even more. So motherhood, yeah, it definitely lit a fire in my behind. Is there a part of early motherhood that you genuinely did not enjoy and felt guilty for not enjoying? I never felt guilty for not enjoying it, honestly. I just thought it was like, it just felt too difficult. Like the first 6 weeks where my mom was here, like my partner was here, like there were people here to support me, but it still felt so difficult. And I felt like they did not understand what I was going through. And I felt like they don't understand me. They don't see it. They don't really understand me. They don't understand me the way that I want them to understand me, but they really did. And they were doing their best to support me in that moment. I don't regret not holding on to that feeling. I'm actually very happy that I felt all of the emotions that I did as opposed to like holding them in. I'm glad that I was able to like feel all of the emotions, express it, say the things as well. Like just say the hard things. Like when my mom was here, my partner was here, I'll just say the thing. Like I'm just like when I was struggling, I'll say the thing I'm struggling. My friends will call me. My friends were here. I'll tell them the things that I'm struggling with. Like, look, this is what I'm struggling with. Like I did not want to hold it in. So I'm actually grateful that I was able to like speak up about it because it made a huge difference. Do you think society romanticizes the newborn stage in a way that actually sets mothers up to fail in some way, which I already mentioned? Society definitely romanticizes like that part of it. You really do need support and help. Like, but the thing also is that when you're in it, you're not going to know how to ask for the help. you're not going to know how to want the help because you're going to think that you need to do it all by yourself. So it's important to set yourself up before you even give birth. For me, for example, which I have an episode on my pregnancy journey. If you, after watching this episode, you should definitely watch that, where I talk about how I was able to prep for postpartum. I had read so much about postpartum, it scared the living lights out of me, okay? And I knew for sure that I wanted to set myself up in a way that I will be successful, which was crazy because it was still crazy, even with the systems that I put in place. But what I did was I sent messages to my friends to tell them how I wanted them to support me during postpartum. And when I tell you they really showed up, they really showed up. And when they were showing up, in that moment, I felt to myself and I was like, thank God I did it, because in the moment when I was going through the thick of it, I wouldn't have been able to ask for help. I would have thought I could do it by myself. I would have thought, no, I don't want to burden them. This is not their child. This is not their responsibility. I'm the one who laid down and took it and was happy and blah, blah, blah. And now I have a child. So I was having all of these things in my head. So I'm glad that I set myself up that way. So I think that society makes women think like, oh, after you give birth, you can do it, you can conquer, you can this. And yes, you can, but you should not. Mothers should have support. Mothers should not do motherhood alone. Like, motherhood is not meant to be done alone and in isolation. I just don't think mothers should be in isolation at all. Like, they should get all the support. Like, these countries, honestly, way advanced where, like for me especially, right? Like in Nigeria, I grew up where when you give birth, the whole community comes together. Everybody comes together to come and support you. You barely even see your baby because so there's someone always giving the baby a bath, giving this. All you do is breastfeed the baby and they're making you rest. They're making you food, delicious food, giving you massages, things like just getting you well and getting you back to yourself. That you just don't get that. You just don't get that here. And so, yeah, to some extent, I think society does romanticize the newborn stage. What part of this year did you carry mostly alone? The one guilt that I carried this entire year is that I did not want anyone to think that I was failing at being a mother, only because for so many years I had said that I do not want to be a mother, and I do not want them to equate that to my struggles or the things that I was going through. But my friends were not even thinking that. They were just thinking, how can I support her? How can I be here for her? How can I do this for her? How can I show up for her in a way that will serve her? So yeah, I definitely carried that in my head for the longest time. And my friends, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, just know that I love you and thank you so much for supporting me. But that part for sure definitely, just made me be in my head a little bit, and that's not reality because that's not the truth. My friends really wanted to just see me succeed and prosper. How did your closest relationship change with your partner, your friends, yourself? My relationship with my partner definitely changed because I just, as much as he was trying to support me, I just felt like I was not being understood. I felt like he did not understand me. Like, oh, you do not give birth. You've never given birth to a child. So how will you understand what I need? How will you know what I need? And all of those things. But he was patient enough, to stick it out. Here we are now. But I just definitely felt like I was not supported. Or rather, I definitely felt like I was not heard and I was not understood during the entire time, because I was just like, oh, you don't understand me. Like, you don't really understand what I'm going through. Like, you don't know how these hormones are really affecting me, right? And yeah, my friendships really nothing that really comes to mind in terms of like my friendships. Well, my friends checked on me. They were here for me. They kind of like they supported me the entire time. They showed up for me. I cannot even be more grateful. Like, honestly, cannot even be more grateful. My friends showed up for me, even if we're not even in the same state. They showed up for me. And then I had a friend who was here as well, in Massachusetts, who was here. She was always showing up. She was always showing up for me. She cared for me and all of that. And yeah, and what relationships did I feel like went away? Well, I think towards the end of my 1 year journey, or rather at the end of my 1 year postpartum journey, one of my relationships just came to an end. And honestly, is it sad? Yes, but it is what it is. Like, listen, if somebody is not happy in a friendship with you, or you're not happy in a friendship with someone, it's time to let them go. Like, it's okay. It's actually okay. So yeah, I'll just say that one friendship ended. It was, I mean, one of the shortest friendships I've had. I think we just ran our course. I think we're just in each other's lives for a season, and that season came to an end. But yeah, no hard feelings. What do you wish someone had given you permission to feel this year? Honestly, I don't wish anything, because my friends, my family, everybody gave me permission to feel the feels. Everybody listened to me when I complained about things. Everyone heard my struggles. They listened to me where they could provide solutions. They did. Where they just would listen, they just listened. My therapist was here for support as well. And my therapist really helped me navigate like postpartum, navigate this side of my life. And she's helping me navigate the next chapter of my life as well. So I don't really have anything that no one gave me permission to feel. Definitely my community allowed me to feel everything, like really allowed me to feel everything, which is why, again, the birth of this podcast. What does thriving look like for you now versus what you thought it would look like before Ocean? Before Ocean, I mean, I was like that hustle energy. So thriving before Ocean was more like, how much money can I get? How much days can I do? Blah, blah, blah. And don't get me wrong, I'm still thinking about how much money I can get. That's that. The girl loves a good tough life, okay? I love the bougie, luxurious life. But now being a mother, and now that I'm moving forward into the next chapter, next phase of Ocean being a toddler, which I cannot come to terms with, and me just navigating my life, creating my content. I just want to be able to do the things that I love, spend time with the people that I love, because success for me these days truly looks like spending time with the people that I love and the people that I care about. So I want to continue doing that. I want to continue to do my passions. I want to continue to get ready. I signed up for the LA Marathon, so I want to be able to start training for my LA Marathon so I can get ready for that. I'm super excited for it because it will be my first marathon ever. I'm so excited. I'm just excited. I'm so excited. I'm ready. I know it'll be great. What will you tell a woman who's 3 months postpartum and feeling like she's losing herself? Your feelings are valid. You are going through such a pivotal time in your life. And I know it is difficult. I know it is challenging. And I know it feels like a lot. And it feels like it will never end. But I'm telling you, I'm talking to you from the future. You will be okay. I promise you, you will be okay. Just trust that you are a good mother. Trust that you are doing everything you possibly can to make sure your baby is okay, fed, rested. Make sure that, don't worry about the cleaning. Don't worry about the tidiness of the house. Worry about being fed, meaning your child and you, and getting some rest, your child and you. If you have to sleep with them during their naps, do it. Everything else, you will figure it out. You will figure it out. But for now, just make sure you're fed and rested. It will get better. I promise you. A year postpartum, I'm saying to you, it will get better. Oh my God. When I was 3 months in and someone would tell me there's light at the end of the tunnel, I did not believe them. I was like, yeah, whatever. I have so many episodes on this podcast about the middle because I wanted to document the middle and how difficult and challenging it was. And I'm saying to you that it's going to be okay. You got this. It's going to be okay. You're a year in. What are you finally ready to do for yourself? Woo. For the first time in a really long time, I plan on pouring into myself. I plan on showing up for myself. I plan on doing things that I love and things that I'm passionate about and just pouring into myself, but at the same time showing up as the best mother that I can and as the best friend that I can to the people in my community because they've shown up for me, and then this is my opportunity to be able to pour into them and show up for them. And yes, they did not do it because they wanted something in return, but I want to be able to show up for them. I want to show them that they are loved and they are valued by me at all times. They will never not be valued by me. So, that's what I look forward to. And before I close this episode, I just want to say, like, honestly, thank you so much for watching every episode of this podcast. Thank you so much for listening to it on Spotify, watching it on YouTube. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel as well. I really appreciate it. I set a goal for myself to hit 200 subscribers, which I did. And now I'm like, I need a new goal. I need to be able to hit 500 subscribers now so that way I can start to monetize as well. So please, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If when you were watching this episode, you thought that there will be a woman or a mother who will benefit from this, please go ahead and share this with her. Do not forget to share on your social media page as well. And if you're currently going through postpartum, let me know in the comment section, what are you going through right now and what seems the most challenging and difficult for you, because I want us to be able to support each other in the comment section. Again, this is why I created this platform, and I want to use my platform to be able to provide resources, knowledge, but not just that, support as well to women who are trying to navigate life, mothers who are trying to navigate motherhood, and women who are trying to reinvent themselves. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Please do not forget to like as well. Thank you so much. Take what you will and leave what you won't. And I will see you on the next episode. Have a fantastic day.